Excellent work. You continue to exceed my expectations. You've become a student of Dragonspyre. I wouldn't worry about the Dean anymore. He's no longer important in the grand scheme of things. I'm sure you've guessed what Malistaire hopes to accomplish. Since he could not bring Sylvia back to life, he hopes the Croconomicon can force the Titan to do so. By the look of Dragonspyre, it appears that no one can force a Titan to do anything. This is most excellent news indeed. We are now one step closer to my brother Malistaire. From what I can determine, though most of the actual schools were destroyed during the raid, it appears that the Fire School still stands. Apparently, the Great Dragon Titan was somewhat merciful towards his own school. We must make it seem as if you're enrolled in their Fire School. An old Dragonspyre pyromancer is buried within the necropolis. Go there and retrieve his medallion of fire.
A new student. Dragonspyre is shattered. School closed forever. This is no place for the living.
The medallion of fire falls to the ground.
Excellent work, young wizard. This will do nicely. You should now proceed and speak with the fire tree here. Her name is Ashley, and she will guide you along your path into Dragonspyre Academy. Now you may enter the Fire School, and perhaps even more areas of the Dragonspyre Academy. See if you may determine how to reach the headmaster's quarters in the academy. If you should encounter my brother Malistaire Drake, be cautious. You cannot stand against him alone.
Hello there. Who are you? A living student! You're here to help? Oh, thank the great tree. The wizard Malistaire has come to Dragonspyre. He intends to command the Dragon Titan. He must be stopped. Malistaire is in the headmaster's office atop the great volcano. He's nearly impossible to reach unless you can find a way to fly up to him. I've got an idea. You can get to him by flying a drake to the mouth of the great volcano. But how to do that? There are so few drakes left, and they're difficult to control. Oh, I know. If you can get your hands on a dragon rider staff, even you could control a drake. The last known dragon rider staff was broken into pieces, stored in obsidian chests, and hidden throughout the Spyre for safekeeping. You'll need to find those chests and recover those pieces from where they're scattered across the Spyre.
You find a piece of the Dragon Rider's staff. You find a piece of the Dragon Rider's staff. You find a piece of the Dragon Rider staff.
Spellcaster, your type has brought pain to our land. I must stop you before you destroy us all. You find a piece of the Dragon Rider staff.
I can't believe it, but you actually found them all. It was surely a lot of work, visiting all the worlds of the Spyre. But if you don't stop Malistaire, those worlds will all perish. We're not finished yet, I'm afraid. A Dragon Rider's staff is incomplete without a flawless raw crystal for its head. That crystal will bind together all of the pieces and make it strong. Go into the Crystal Grove and see if you can find one there. There was an old miner there long ago who worked the grove. Check his house to see if he had one.
Hello there, young wizard. Hey there, you! What are you doing here? Another wizard in the grove, I thought I sprayed for those. I reckon you're after a flawless raw crystal, right? Yeah, get in line. Them's the rarest kind of all, and I've got none to spare. Sorry. Been so long since I talked to anyone, I forgot my manners. My apologies. Tell you what, I'll do what I can to help you. It's clear to me that you're needing one for something important. I'll need sample crystals from each of the elevated dig points. Those will help us figure out where the best crystals can be found.
You remove a sample of crystal.
You finished? Good job with those. With all that dust you're covered in, you look like a regular miner now. Let me see those samples. I took a look at them, and I'm sad to say these crystals ain't flawless. Told you they're hard to find. We're not out of options. Don't worry yet. You're gonna have to go to the other mining site, check there. Bring back some sample crystals from that other site in the Crystal Grove.
You remove a sample of crystal.
Let me see those samples. Well, look here. You found yourself a flawless raw crystal. Good job. You could make a living at this if you want to quit wizarding. By the looks of you, I'd guess you're looking to use this crystal to make a Dragon Rider staff so's you can ride a drake. Am I right? I've helped more than my share of Dragon Riders make their staff, so you came to the right guy. Now that you got that crystal, you're gonna need to cut it into a headpiece. Trouble is, that I can't help you with. You're gonna need some expert guidance to cut that crystal. And for that, you need to go talk to the crystal cutter. She lives in the tower down the way.
Help me! Get me out of this crystal! I know, it's ironic. A crystal cutter trapped in a web of crystal. Thank you so much for freeing me. So, you want to make a head for your Dragon Rider staff. I assume you've come to me for that reason? Not too many other reasons to visit this place. It's too hectic around here, though. There are just too many spiders around here to get anything done. We need peace and quiet. Clear some of those crystal spiders out of the area, and I'll help you carve your crystal. You've done quite a bit, but it's clear that there are just too many crystal spiders around here. We can't take the chance of a spider barging in on us while we're cutting the head of the staff. How about if we work somewhere else? Meet me back at the house in the first crystal grove. There you are! Thanks again for getting me out of trouble back there. So, about that crystal you need cut. I can do it here, but I'll have to rough it. That means I'll need your help getting set up. I'll need a few odds and ends that I just can't do without. First off, I need some crystal spinnerets. Spiders use those to create and mold crystal. The bad news is that they're not going to just hand them to you. Good ones there. These will do nicely. I'm afraid I still can't start. I'm going to need my tools. The good news is that they're easy to find. The bad news is that the Titan army was going to take them away and pack them up in crates. The Titan army got chased away by the crystal spiders, so those crates are scattered everywhere throughout the crystal grove. That's all of them. Do you need a job? I could use an assistant. Now that you've gotten me my tools, I'm going to need my jewel crafter's table. It's essential to my work. I'm afraid it's not going to be easy. Cronius of the Titan army took it back to his tower. You're going to have to go there and bring it back.
They said all the humans were slain. I welcome this distraction. It has been too long since I have destroyed a wizard.
Wow, you got it! And without a scratch. Now I can get to work. Now that you've gotten me everything I need, I'll create for you the best crystal head for your staff I've ever made. You've done so much for me. It's an honor to make this for you.
As you watch, she carves the flawless raw crystal into an exquisite dragon-shaped head for your dragon rider staff. The light scatters as it shines through the crystal, and it scintillates with power and majesty.
Here you go. Now you need to reassemble the staff. For that, you'll need to take it to Ashley, the fire tree.
Hello there. I seen something in your possession. You're carrying the pieces of the last Dragon Rider staff. Now that you've gotten all the pieces of the staff and a new crystal head, you can create your own Dragon Rider staff. Go inside the pyromancy school. In there, you can use the fire forge to assemble the pieces of the staff and forge your own Dragon Rider staff.
On the hot metal of the fire forge, you assemble the staff. You then attach the crystal head to the staff.
You've done it! That's the finest Dragon Rider stuff I've ever seen, to be certain. I can't believe that another Dragon Rider has risen from the Academy, especially an outsider like you. With that staff, all you need now is a drake to ride. The Dragon Master down at the hatchery may be able to help you if he can. Please, go speak with him.
It's good to see you again. I see that much has changed about you. You've got a Dragon Rider staff! I can hardly believe it. We must find you a drake at once! The mother drake still watches over the hatchery. Even after all this time, she'll know if there are any drake eggs left.
Welcome to the hatchery. I suspect I know why you're here. Many have come to this place, seeking my children. But you are the first in so long a time. I have secured my clutch of eggs within the house, further within the hatchery. I can sense that only a few remain, though I do not know where they rest. If you would become a dragon rider, go there and find one of the last few drake eggs.
You have obviously come for the egg, but you will not get it from me! The time of the Dragon Riders is over! Never again will wing touch sky!
You find a drake egg.
You found one. It is a sacred trust you hold there. In that egg, you hold the drake's life. Once, others would have dealt with hatching it, but now the duty has fallen to you alone. So listen to my counsel, and you will soon have a fine drake to ride. First, the egg must be warmed in the purest fire. But Dragonspyre's flames have all fallen cold, and now the only pure fire in the spiral is to be found in Wizard City. Go now to the cave near the Golem Tower.
You warm the egg in the pure fires.
Even now I can feel the baby drake stirring inside, warming to life. A drake's egg is hard and tough and cannot be easily broken. For this, we must aid the young drake. To this end, those in the hatchery use a sacred crystal hammer to crack the drake eggshell so the drakeling can break through. This hammer was taken by the Gallium Juggernaut. Go and find it, and take from it the crystal hammer we require. You have recovered for us the sacred crystal hammer. The hatching must take place on the center platform, but that place is now guarded by the forces of darkness. The renegade, Victor Snowcrusher, taints it with his presence. Go, wizardling, and face the one who keeps you from your sacred duty to hatch a new drake. When Snowcrusher is defeated, place the drake egg upon the central platform and use the crystal hammer on it.
You use the hammer.
Thank you. I am pleased to meet you.
You have hatched a drake egg, brought new life to this quiet, cold place. Congratulations, young wizard, and my eternal gratitude. Though I birthed the egg and you hatched it, the young drake must now learn our ways from all of the mother drakes. It is the tradition of our kind that our wisest mothers guide us from birth. Go and speak with the two other mother drakes in the hatchery. They will impart upon you valuable words of wisdom to teach your new drake.
Too long have the lessons I teach been unheard. I tell you then, to heed these words, for they are to be honored. A drake flies swift and true and without doubt. Fear is the cold enemy. A drake's heart burns fierce and bright. Take these words of wisdom to the new drake.
As is our tradition, tell the young drake these words of wisdom. Honor is the wind upon which we ride. Without honor, we cannot soar. To lose honor is to plummet to the earth. Take these words back to the drake's mother, and then to the new drake itself.
And now I speak the final words of wisdom, those that apply to both Dragon Rider and young Drake. The bond you share is for life, though your paths may split and you may be worlds apart. From the Rider, the Drake takes compassion, and from the Drake, the Dragon Rider takes a spark of fire or warmth in dark times. You have done well and brought joy to this place. We have other lessons to teach the new Drake. Go now to speak to the Dragon Master. He can help you now.
You again? What news do you bring? What? You hatched an egg? I'd never dared to dream so. The young drake cannot fight, not yet. Its scales have not hardened. It must have armor and learn the fighting ways of dragonkind. The spirit of the Drakesmith can help us, if it can be found. Go to the forum and see if he can be raised.
Who are you? Can you not leave me to my sorrows in this place of ruin? You're not from the Titan army, are you? What's that? You carry a Dragon Rider's staff? I can smell drakes on you. You've just helped the new Drake hatch? I'm honored to meet you. If you want to become a Dragon Rider, you must understand our traditions and our methods. It is no small thing to control a Drake in combat. Go to the first room of the forum and read the great tome of Dragon Rider history.
You read the great tome of Dragon Rider history. It is a huge book, full of the stories of epic battles, the heroes of the Dragon Riders and their mighty drakes.
Excellent. You now bear with you the weight of our greatest prize, our history. Don't think that your studies are done, young Dragon Rider. There are far more lessons to be learned before we would dare let you ride a Drake. Go into the second room of the forum and read the second knowledge crystal, the one called The Care and Feeding of Dragonkind.
You read The Care and Feeding of Dragonkind, a comprehensive guide to all you would need to know to keep your Drake healthy and well.
Excellent. No matter how much time you spend with your Drake, it's essential to know how to care for it. The third knowledge crystal you must read is the most important. It will explain how to guide your Drake into battle. You will learn how to stay in the saddle and how to avoid falling to your doom. The crystal is called The Fundamentals of Dragon Riding. This knowledge crystal is kept in the third room of the amphitheater. Go now and read it. And when you're finished, you will be ready to take wing.
The knowledge crystal is nowhere to be found.
Crystal is missing? Are you certain? That is unfortunate. Lessons contained within are essential for dragon riding. I suspect I know where the knowledge crystal has gone. Crisis came to the forum some time ago, attempting to learn our ways. We granted him access to our knowledge crystals, including the fundamentals of dragon riding, but he was instructed not to remove them from the forum grounds. Crisis may still be around. If you can find him, force him to surrender that knowledge crystal.
These crystals belongs to Crisis. Secrets of dragon riding are mine to use.
Again, you surprise me with your dedication. Thank you for recovering this knowledge crystal from the thief who took it. Now that you've recovered the fundamentals of dragon riding, please return it to the pedestal in the third room of the amphitheater. With the knowledge crystal returned to its rightful place, it's time to read.
You read The Fundamentals of Dragon Riding, a step-by-step guide to mounting, riding, and guiding your drake. It is a big book and covers a lot of ground, but there are helpful diagrams and lots of examples.
You've now learned all of the stored knowledge there is about dragon riding. I'll bet you can't wait to actually get into the saddle. We've spent enough time dwelling on the past. Now that you know history, it's time to make a new future. We must forge armor for your new drake. The first step is to relight the forge, cold all these years. To light it, we need fuel and flame. For fuel, you must defeat fang-toothed lava spinners and take from them their coal hearts. The flame must come from the flame sacks of burning flame wings. surely come from a long line of warriors. These will do nicely. Let us get to work. This is a great day indeed. To see this cold forge lit hot once more. Place the coal hearts and the flame sacks within the forge, so that it will heat enough for us to make your drake's armor.
You place the coal hearts and flame sacks into the forge.
That's how to do it. Now, ignite the forge, and it'll begin to heat up.
You ignite the forge. It burns brightly and gets very hot.
I'm proud to see that forge burning once more. Careful not to touch it. It'll burn you. Now that the forge is burning bright, you'll need metal to make the armor with. Unfortunately, all of the metal we had here was stolen by the Draconians. They took our metal, tried to make armor after our fashion, but it is a poor imitation. You must go defeat some Draconians and take from them their armor, so that we might melt it down and forge new Drake armor. From the looks of this armor, you gave those Draconians quite the thrashing. Good work. I've examined the inferior armor the Draconians made, and I see why it isn't as tough as proper Drake armor. They forgot to use brimstone in the process of armor forging, and as a result, their armor isn't resistant to fire. I think you know what comes next. I need you to go and find us some brimstone. Don't worry, young wizard. You don't have to defeat anyone. Just gather it where it may have collected on the walls or ground. Sorry you had to get your hands dirty with that. They're almost ready. Now we can smelt the base metal we will use to forge your Drake's armor. Go ahead and add the brimstone and those pieces of Draconian armor to the forge. Be careful not to splash yourself with any molten metal. It will leave a nasty burn.
Carefully, you add the pieces of Draconian armor and the brimstone to the forge. The metal begins to melt.
You're doing well. I didn't know better. I think you were a blacksmith, not a wizard. I will now forge the armor from the elements you have provided. This armor will be strong and will protect your Drake from harm. It is best that you leave this place while I work, as the secrets of Drake smithing cannot be shared. There is one last service you can perform for me. The helmet must be lined with the scales of a Father Drake. The Draconians speak fearfully of a Father Drake holding out in the lowest reaches of the dungeon. You must go there at once. There are many Draconians who will bar the way. When you reach the Father Drake, Ask him for his loose scales to make a new set of Drake armor. He should give you them without pause.
You fought bravely to have reached me in this place. Many Draconians stood between here and the Academy. You wish for my scales, for a new suit of Drake armor. I am most pleased to give these to you. Ride with glory and honor.
The Father Drake gives you several of his loose scales, more than you need.
That's plenty. The Father Drake must have liked you to have given you so many. Let me see here.
He attaches the Father Drake scales inside the helmet of the Drake armor.
I'm finished now. This is the finest suit of Drake armor I have ever made. The armor is forged. No armor has had such a story of courage before it was even forged. Take it now to the Mother Drake in the hatchery, so that she might armor the new Drake in such fine protection.
The armor. Is it ready now?
You give the Mother Drake the armor. She looks at it appreciatively.
This is the finest suit of Drake armor I've yet seen. It is only fitting for so great a task. The newborn Drake has been made ready for you now. There is one launching pad left in the Academy, and once armored, he will take wing and meet you there. Go and speak with Ashley, the Fire Tree. She will provide the last bit of guidance. Good luck, young Dragon Rider. All our hopes go with you.
It's unbelievable. A new Drake has arrived at the last landing platform. I'm so excited. Are you ready to face Malistaire? All that's left to do is to go to the landing platform and ride your Drake up to the entrance of the great volcano. If you have any friends you can summon to aid you, you will need them. Once there, you can make your way up to the headmaster's office. Malistaire should be there. He'll see you coming, so you will need to be on guard. I'm so afraid. I can't believe it, but a chill just ran down my branches. Go and face Malistaire. Be the hero you've shown us you are.
The Drake mothers tell me how much you've done to help me. I owe you a life debt for that service. Though I can't leave Dragonspyre, I will always be your friend and ally. Unfortunately, time is short and you have much to do. I will take you where you must go. Hop on my back.
You mount the drake. With a leathery snap, it spreads its wings and takes flight.
Here you are. All of our hopes go with you.
Malistaire, this is Cyrus, your brother. Stop this madness at once. The Dragon Titan will no more serve you than he did the Lords of Dragonspyre. Sylvia, your wife, she's gone. There is no power in the spiral that can bring her back. Certainly not this.
My brother, Cyrus. You have apparently lost your faith in my abilities. How unfortunate. And how blind of you. The Lords of Dragonspyre lacked the will to command the Dragon Titan. I am far stronger than they were. I am the Master of Death! The Dragon Titan will do as I command. I will order it to return my wife Sylvia to life so that she might rule at my side.
Cyrus holds up the knowledge crystal, storing Sylvia Drake's memories.
I can see that in your madness there is no listening to reason. But perhaps you will listen to the sound of your own heart.
Malistaire, please. It's me, Sylvia. Listen to me. You must stop this madness. The man I loved would never risk the lives of so many for his own desire. I love you. Please release me. Be happy and move on.
I expected better of you, brother. You thought you could trick me with a mere illusion? You'll pay for evoking my beloved Sylvia. Now for my great work, the summoning of the Dragon Titan! Stand aside, young wizard. You cannot hope to stop me. Sylvia, all I wanted was to free you from death. I've done so much to help bring you back.
Oh, Malistaire, I'm in a better place. Come to me. Rest now, my love. You can rest now.
You've done it. Close the cover on this unfortunate chapter. It is unfortunate that you were drawn into such a dangerous battle, but you showed courage and ingenuity beyond anything I could have imagined. I have lost my brother, though the true Malistaire was gone long ago. I will return us both to Headmaster Ambrose's office now. I've opened a portal leading there. I suggest you use it.
Bravo, bravo, young wizard. Because you stopped Malistaire, you've saved every world upon the spiral.
The headmaster looks at you with a twinkle in his eyes.
I remember when you first enrolled at Ravenwood. I thought I saw something special in you.
I apologize for the actions of my brother Malistaire. With your help, I have released Sylvia's spirit and have done my best to set things right. And I admit that I should have trusted your instincts about the young wizard, Ambrose. Though off to a rough start, the wizard has become a truly remarkable student.
Ah, indeed. Now, how about heading back to our classes? I'm certain we can all use a break from adventure. Young wizard, come and see me at once. I've important news for you about Celestia.